Alright, back again with another anime's prediction episode. And in this episode, I am going to cover the anime called Isuca. Alright, so I'm going to predict all the anime, or all the cliches, and all the general archetypes or personalities of these anime characters. Now let's look into the genres for now. I'm fucking up right now. In any case, the genres are action, comedy, ecchi, romance, school, seinen, and supernatural. Now I keep hearing the word seinen or seinen. I don't know the right pronunciation, but what I usually get from people who really talk about seinen or seinen is that it's for a mature audience. However, looking at Anime Center's TV description of it, it says the age permission is teen 13 and up. So that's pretty interesting, especially since it's considered it has ecchi elements within it. And if it has ecchi elements within it, I guess like the softest or the least amount of ecchi elements that's going to be presented is probably like panty shots or bouncing breasts, but it can get to the level of just like showing nipples and titties or just nudity, plain nudity. Now, in a lot of ecchi elements, now that I think about it, a lot of ecchi elements, you don't really see vagina. You don't see that. You don't see the twatter. So that's something to keep to think about. But you know, you only get to see titties and the nipples, but there's some ecchi elements where they don't even show that. They just show like a lot of bouncing breasts within bikinis or within, like, you know, provocative attire. In any case, let's go to the plot summary of Isuca. So the plot summary says Shinichi Chiro. That's a pretty familiar name. That's like the same name as the father in, I just watched this anime a couple of minutes ago. That's the same name of the guy from, it's the food thing, Shokugeki no Soma. So that's interesting. Alright, Shinichi Chiro decides to look for a job in order to pay his rent, and his teacher suggests that he works for someone at their house doing housekeeping. However, the person who hired him was Sakuya, a girl who is the 37th head of the Shimazu family, and her job is to exorcise and eliminate unwanted creatures. Shinichiro accidentally releases one of the creatures that Sakuya, of course, captures, and they cooperate to capture. A story of comedic creature hunting begins. So right now, I'm already assuming that Shinichiro is a bumbling idiot who does stupid things and is probably awkward and timid. Now, looking at the pictures, there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different people within the picture. And I don't know who. I guess Sakuya is the one who's holding the bow and arrow, and maybe Shinichi Chiro is the only. There's about like 2. Maybe there's 3 guys. I think there's 2 because I see the one with the blue vest and I see the one with the black cloak. But is the one with the blue vest in back of him a guy or a girl? I don't know. I think it's a girl. In any case, I think Shinichi Chiro is the one with the black tie and the blue vest, and Sakuya is the one with the arrow. So, based upon all the characters, let me just go down the middle and try to guess the character models or what the general character's personality is going to be like. So, this is going to be Sakuya, which is the woman with the blue vest and the red ribbon, and the one with the bow and arrow with the blonde hair. I think she's going to be a very strong and independent type of woman. I think she's gonna be the woman who just goes and, you know, aggressively to the creatures or the demons and just, you know, scream out special attacks like super lightning fucking arrow strike and shit. And then there's the general, I guess, the stereotypical like demon hunter woman with the like white and red attire. I don't even know what this type of attire means, because I always see an anime but I never really get the context of it. But I think usually in animes, women who wear this are like demon hunters as well. So I'm assuming that the woman with the purple hair and the white attire and the red dress also is a demon hunter, but maybe she is like the, I don't know, maybe like the butler or maid, the one that's like looking after Sakuya. And then there's another woman, I think there's like some half demon girl, because she has like demon ears or animal ears, so I'm gonna assume she's a demon, but maybe she's like some type of friendly demon or something like that that they meet along the way, and she's, you know, she provides comedy relief. And then there's Shinichiro, or at least I think this is Shinichiro, and he's gonna be the bumbling idiot, the guy that's trying to look for the job, and Sakuya let him in, but he, you know, he fucked up and just let a lot of demons out of this, like, this chambers, this magical chamber that's supposed to house all these demons. And probably she collected a number of demons for years, or her family collected a number of demons for hundreds of years, but Shinichiro just, for some reason, looked at the containment chamber or this box or this, you know, little thing and opened it up because he was curious, and he let a number of demons out. I think this is what's going to happen. And then there's someone in the back, and I don't know who that is, but I think this is going to be a possible, I don't want to say a love interest for Nichiro, but I think that the person in the back of Shinichiro is a woman, and this woman is fond of Shinichiro. And there's going to be like a harem element within it. Now, the people in the back, there's two, and I think these are going to be like the bad guys or whatever. These are going to be like the counter demon hunters, or the people that are trying to release all the demons in order to reign an apocalypse that's going to scorch humanity and the earth and shit like that. So that's my take on the people in the back. So now I have to predict the cliches that are gonna be presented in the anime. I'm sorry. In any case, I'm gonna have to predict the cliches that happen in the anime. And though I see ecchi, I'm automatically going to predict that there's going to be a lot of fan service, there's going to be a lot of panty shots, there's going to be a lot of big bouncing breasts, there's going to be a lot of situations where you see maybe some nipples. Because the thing is, the way I even found Isuca was, I was looking on YouTube, you know, just randomly looking on YouTube for like top 10 lists of anime, and I saw a clip of Isuca, so I have some idea what it's about. It seems like a very demon hunter, gory, maybe some nipples, I don't know. I didn't actually see nipples on YouTube. You can't see really nipples on YouTube, but I think there's going to be a lot of fan service, there's going to be a lot of panty shots, there's going to be a lot of situations where they might get naked and stuff. Especially like Sakuya, since Sakuya is going to be like the center point. Shinichiro and Sakuya is going to be the center point of the anime. There's going to be a lot of like instances where she's going to take off her clothes and get in a shower or something like that, and that's going to happen. I predict another cliche, which is walking into nakedness, and this involves usually the protagonist being a male, wanting to take a bath, but there's already somebody within the bath or the shower, and that's probably going to be Sakuya or a number of other females that are in the anime poster. So walking into nakedness is another cliche I predict. Another cliche I predict is going to be love polygon. I think there's going to be a lot of people going after Shinichiro, a lot of women romantically interested in Shinichiro, and this is going to create a polygon as opposed to a triangle, a love triangle. Another thing that I predict is going to happen, I think there's going to be conveniently torn attire. Within that type of cliche, is basically involves, it's usually just an ecchi scenario where, you know, the woman gets badly hurt or gets torn and ripped, and all her clothes gets ripped, and she's basically naked, and the only things that are covering her parts are like little shreds of clothing that protects her nipples, or little shreds of clothing that doesn't show the vagina area. So that's conveniently torn attire, and I believe that's gonna happen in some elements. What else? I also think that there is going to be, let's see here. Alright, I also think there's gonna be a cliche I call the magical trivial jewelry. And this usually involves like some jewelry that is worn by the main characters, maybe was passed down to them for like years. It's a family heirloom, but this family heirloom has some type of magical properties that protects them or enhances their strength so that they can defeat some type of demon and stuff like that. And usually within the magical trivial jewelry, there befalls magical transformation cycles, because in a lot of anime, with like certain jewelry like a pendant or the necklace or a wristband, if you turn these magical jewelries on, it actually transforms them into another, maybe not another being, but they have some type of armor or some type of like some type of attire. Sometimes it's like skin type, but the thing is, with these transformations and with this armor or attire, they become super powered and stronger than ever. So I think there's going to be like elements of that within the anime. All in all, I do feel like there is going to be, it's going to be similar to Inuyasha. I haven't really watched too much of Inuyasha, but I feel like it's going to have those types of similarities where they hunt down demons and they're trying to look for some type of jewel or shard or some element to bring all these creatures back. And I think Shinichiro is going to be the weak, timid, guy amongst all these strong females. But like later on in the chapters, he's going to somehow gain some type of secret power that he can use, and this secret power is going to be stronger than all the powers the women around him have. And I don't know what it's actually going to be, but I feel like it's going to be some magical trivial jewelry, some jewelry that only he can use or something like that. But other than that, it seems like I might enjoy it. I like ecchi, I like supernatural, I like action. I don't really like romance. I just realized they have romance, so there's probably going to be a cliche called the unreasonably angry bitch, and that basically involves some woman who the protagonist is always getting into a fight with. Maybe the protagonist is not actually fighting the woman, but the woman is always hostile and belligerent to the protagonist. She always attacks him or says rude things, or is just very demeaning toward the protagonist for some reason. But deep down, she has some type of love. Has a love interest or romantic interest in the protagonist. And maybe it's not initially within the anime, but later on in the episodes, that's going to happen. So I'm predicting that shit's going to come about, and that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna enjoy it. And I'm just gonna watch the first 5 episodes, and then I'll come back and tell you what I think about it.